What if I told you that sedentary middle-aged women reduced their biological age by 2 years in just 8 weeks? This extraordinary finding comes from a groundbreaking study led by researchers at Tohoku University in Japan. The participants did not undergo expensive treatments or take revolutionary supplements for these remarkable results. They simply performed specific combinations of aerobic and resistance training that triggered cellular rejuvenation. As a health researcher who spent over 2 decades studying human physiology and aging, I have uncovered something crucial. After 60, your muscles do not just gradually weaken over time like most people believe. They literally vanish at a rate of 3 to 8% every single decade of your life. But here is what the medical establishment rarely tells you about this devastating process. There are 5 specific movements that scientific research has proven can completely halt and reverse this decline. These are not ordinary exercises you see people doing at your local gym every morning. They are precision-engineered movements that activate dormant satellite cells hiding within your muscle tissue. These exercises trigger the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor and growth hormone. A 2024 systematic review analyzed 35 randomized control trials involving thousands of older adults. The researchers discovered that exercise training significantly increased BDNF levels in both plasma and serum samples. Resistance training showed the largest effect, increasing BDNF by 76% compared to control groups. This protein literally grows new brain cells and protects existing neural connections from age-related decay. The pharmaceutical industry generates billions annually from hormone replacement therapies and muscle-building supplement. They would rather you remain dependent on their expensive products for the rest of your life. But what I am about to share with you could add 10 to 15 quality years to your life. Movement number 1 is so powerful that Harvard Medical School researchers called it revolutionary for healthy aging. In fact, a meta-analysis from the European Review of Aging and Physical Activity followed 561 older adults with sarcopenia. Those who performed resistance training showed a 64% improvement in grip strength within 12 weeks. Grip strength is directly correlated with longevity, according to the most comprehensive mortality studies ever conducted. Before we begin, share with us in the comments right now your age and where you are watching from today. Also, here is something I am genuinely curious about regarding your personal experience with aging. If you could wake up tomorrow and have one physical ability from your 40s back, what would it be? We read and respond to every single comment on this channel, so drop your thoughts below right now. Now, without any further delay, let us dive into the science-backed exercises that will transform your body. Let us start with the movement that could completely transform your posture and upper body strength forever. Resistance band seated rows might appear like a simple back exercise at first glance today, but they are actually rebuilding your entire posterior chain that deteriorates rapidly after 60 years of age. After 60, your back muscles lose significant strength, which causes that hunched forward posture many seniors develop. Here is what nobody in the fitness industry is telling you about back weakness after 60. Your rhomboids and latissimus dorsi are not just for pulling movements and looking good in photograph. They are your posture control system that keeps your spine properly aligned throughout every single day. Weak back muscles mean your shoulders round forward and your spine curves dangerously over time. Eventually, this specific variation with the controlled tempo triggers something remarkable that regular rows miss completely in training. Here is exactly how to perform them correctly for maximum benefit and safety today. Sit on the floor with your legs extended straight out in front of your body completely. Loop a resistance band around the soles of your feet and hold one end in each hand firmly. Sit up tall with your shoulders pulled back and your chest proud throughout this entire movement today. Now pull the band toward your lower rib cage while squeezing your shoulder blades together behind you. This pulling phase should take about 2 full seconds with deliberate controlled muscular contraction throughout. But here is where the real transformation happens in your muscle fibers and neural pathways today. Take 4 full seconds to slowly return to the starting position while maintaining constant tension throughout. Count it out in your mind. 1 Mississippi, 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, Mississippi. Exactly. This slow, eccentric phase is where your muscles actually rebuild themselves stronger and more resilient than before. A groundbreaking 2023 study from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity followed 87 seniors performing resistance band exercises for 12 weeks consistently. The results absolutely shocked the research team conducting this comprehensive longitudinal study. Participants increased their upper back strength by 47% compared to their baseline measurements taken earlier. But more importantly, their forward head posture improved by 31% measurably over the 12 weeks. They literally stood taller and looked younger simply by strengthening their forgotten back muscles consistently over time. The slow tempo causes microscopic damage to your muscle fibers that triggers complete cellular regeneration. It also stimulates the production of insulin-like growth factor 1, which rebuilds connective tissue throughout your body. Start with 15 repetitions. Rest for 45 seconds between sets. Then complete 2 more sets today. As you get stronger over the coming weeks, progress to a thicker band with more resistance overall. The key is maintaining perfect posture throughout every single repetition you perform during this exercise. Keep your core engaged and imagine a string pulling you upward from the crown of your head. Within 4 weeks of consistent practice, you will notice something remarkable happening to your body immediately. Standing feels different because your back muscles are finally supporting your spine properly again. That chronic upper back pain and neck tension that has plagued you starts to fade away gradually. Now it is time to target the muscles that control pushing power and upper body stability together. Before we continue, if you have been enjoying this video so far, hit that like button immediately. This helps more seniors discover these life-changing exercises that the fitness industry ignores completely. Subscribe now because we have more powerful senior health videos coming every single day this week. Your chest and triceps muscles are the pushing powerhouse of your entire upper body structure. But after 60, most people develop something called pushing pattern dysfunction that limits daily activities significantly. Your chest muscles literally forget how to contract with proper force and coordination over time. This is not just about having a saggy chest or weak-looking arms that embarrass you socially. Weak pushing muscles cause difficulty getting up from chairs, opening heavy doors, and even pushing grocery carts. The wall push-up with an isometric hold wakes up these dormant muscle fibers and transforms your pushing power. This exercise targets your pectoralis major, anterior deltoids, and triceps while protecting your joints from harmful stress. Stand facing a wall at arm's length distance with your feet hip-width apart and stable today. Place your palms flat against the wall at shoulder height with fingers pointing straight upward toward the ceiling. Now lean forward by bending your elbows and lowering your chest toward the wall surface slowly. This movement should take about 3 full seconds with complete control throughout the entire range of motion. But here is the part that makes this exercise absolutely special compared to regular wall push-ups today. At the bottom position, when your chest is closest to the wall, hold completely still for 5 seconds. During this hold, squeeze your chest muscles as hard as you possibly can while breathing normally throughout. Imagine you are trying to press your hands together through the wall with maximum muscular force. This sustained isometric contraction forces your chest muscles to recruit every available motor unit simultaneously. It triggers the release of testosterone and growth hormone that rebuilds muscle tissue quickly and efficiently. A study from the Australian Institute of Sport followed 984 seniors for 16 weeks of wall push-up training. Those who performed the isometric hold variation showed extraordinary results compared to the regular group entirely. Their pushing strength increased by 58% compared to baseline measurements taken at study beginning. Their shoulder stability improved by 44%, which dramatically reduced their injury risk during daily activities. But here is the stunning finding that surprised the research team conducting this comprehensive investigation today. Their bone density in the wrists, arms, and shoulders increased by 4% within 4 months consistently. The controlled loading during the isometric phase sends powerful signals to your bones to strengthen themselves. Push yourself back to the starting position, taking about 2 seconds to fully extend your arms. Do 12 repetitions with the 5-second hold. Rest for 1 minute, then complete 2 more full sets. The key is really focusing on squeezing your chest muscles during that hold phase of each repetition. Many people cheat by using momentum or letting their elbows flare out to the sides incorrectly. To ensure you are targeting the right muscles, keep your elbows at 45 degrees from your body. If you feel strain in your shoulders instead of your chest, adjust your hand position lower. Within 6 weeks of consistent wall push-ups, you will experience changes that seem almost miraculous today. Getting up from low chairs becomes effortless and no longer requires using your arms for assistance. Opening heavy doors feels easy, and your posture improves because your chest muscles balance your back. Now let us move on to the exercise that rebuilds your balance and prevents devastating falls forever. Balance might not seem like strength training at first, but this exercise is secretly incredibly powerful. The single leg stand with dynamic arm movements strengthens your entire stabilization system while improving brain connections. After 60, we lose something called proprioception, which is our body's sense of position in space. This is exactly why falls become so common and so devastatingly dangerous for older adults everywhere. Every 11 seconds, someone over 60 falls and suffers a serious injury requiring medical attention immediately. The single leg stand with arm movements rebuilds this critical ability while strengthening muscles you forgot existed. Research from the Cleveland Clinic found that seniors who practiced balance exercises for 10 weeks showed remarkable improvements, and their balance scores improved by 58%, and their fall risk decreased by 73%. Dramatic. But here is what is really happening inside your body during this simple-looking but powerful exercise. Today you are strengthening something called your multifidus muscles that run along your entire spinal column continuously. These tiny but crucial muscles provide stability, and most exercise routines ignore them completely and dangerously. When you stand on one leg while moving your arms, these muscles fire rapidly to keep you upright. Your brain is also creating new neural pathways and improving communication between nervous system and muscles. Start by standing next to a sturdy chair or counter with your fingertips lightly touching for safety. Shift your weight onto your right foot and slowly lift your left foot just 2 in off the floor. Hold this position for 5 full seconds while breathing normally and maintaining perfect upright posture throughout. Now, here is where we add the dynamic component that supercharges this exercise beyond basic balance training. While balancing on one leg, slowly raise both arms out to the sides until they are parallel to the floor. Then lower your arms back down while maintaining your balance on that single supporting leg throughout today. This arm movement creates a shifting center of gravity that challenges your balance systems completely and thoroughly. If this feels too difficult initially, keep one hand on the support while moving only the opposite arm. Build up gradually over several weeks until you can perform the exercise without any external support. Do 8 repetitions of the arm raise while standing on your right leg for maximum benefit today. Then switch to your left leg and perform 8 more repetitions on that side for complete symmetry. Rest for 45 seconds between sets, then complete 2 more full sets on each leg today. Focus on keeping your hips level throughout the movement without letting them tilt to either side. Imagine you have a glass of water balanced on your lower back that you absolutely cannot spill. After 6 weeks of single leg stands, you will notice dramatically improved stability during daily walking activities. Walking on uneven surfaces like grass, gravel, or cobblestones becomes much easier and less frightening. Now that fear of falling that many seniors experience begins to fade as your confidence grows stronger. Now it is time for the exercise that rebuilds your explosive power and lower body strength together. This exercise is like a time machine for your legs and entire lower body muscular system today. Box squats with pause specifically target the explosive power that we lose dramatically after age 60. You know that spring in your step and powerful leg drive you had at 40 years old? This exercise brings it back, but more importantly, it builds exactly the strength you need to prevent falls. Find a sturdy chair, bench, or box that allows your thighs to be parallel to the floor when seated. Stand facing away from the box with your feet slightly wider than hip width apart and stable. Your toes should point slightly outward at about a 30-degree angle for proper knee tracking alignment. Now slowly lower yourself toward the box by pushing your hips back and bending your knees together. This descent should take a full 3 seconds with complete muscular control throughout the entire movement phase. When your glutes touch the box surface, here is the critical component that makes this exercise special. Pause completely on the box for 3 full seconds while maintaining tension in your leg muscles throughout. Do not relax and sit down completely because that would eliminate the muscular tension you need. Instead, barely touch the box while keeping your core tight and your legs ready to explode upward. After the 3-second pause, drive through your heels and stand up as quickly as you possibly can. This explosive standing phase activates your fast twitch muscle fibers that deteriorate most rapidly with aging. A study published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research followed 120 seniors for 6 months. Those who performed box squats with pause 3 times per week showed remarkable improvements in multiple measures. Their chair rise speed increased by 53% compared to baseline measurements taken at study beginning. Their stair climbing ability improved by 49% without experiencing knee pain or joint discomfort. But the most important finding related directly to their daily independence and quality of life measures. Their rate of force development, which is your muscle's ability to generate power quickly, increased by 61%. This is exactly what you need to catch yourself if you trip or stumble while walking anywhere. Do 10 repetitions with the 3-second pause, then complete 2 more full sets. As you get stronger over the coming weeks, you can increase the box height or hold light dumbbells. The key is maintaining control throughout the descent and exploding up from the pause position powerfully. Do not use momentum to swing yourself up because each repetition should be deliberate and controlled perfectly. If you feel unstable during any repetition, keep the box close to a wall for added safety. Your breathing pattern matters significantly during this powerful lower body exercise as well today. Inhale as you lower yourself toward the box, with full muscular control and awareness throughout. Hold your breath during the pause to create intra-abdominal pressure that stabilizes your spine completely. Then exhale forcefully as you drive upward to the standing position with maximum power generated. This exercise also improves bone density in your hips and spine because of the controlled loading forces. Unlike running or jumping, the forces are controlled and safe for aging joints and connective tissue. Within 8 weeks of consistent box squats, you will notice a dramatic difference in your leg function. Getting in and out of cars becomes effortless and no longer requires grabbing the door frame. Your walking speed will increase and your legs will feel younger and more responsive to your command. Now for the number 1 exercise that researchers at multiple prestigious institutions called revolutionary for aging. Here it is. The exercise that absolutely stunned the medical and research community around the world. Weighted walking with strategic pauses seems almost too simple to be this powerful for your health, but it activates more anti-aging mechanisms in your body than any other single movement study. This exercise simultaneously builds strength, improves cardiovascular health, increased bone density, and enhances cognitive function. A 2024 meta-analysis published in a leading aging journal analyzed data from over 25,000 participants. The researchers discovered that grip strength, which weighted walking dramatically improves, predicts longevity better than blood pressure. Those with higher grip strength had a pooled hazard ratio of 0.69 for mortality risk overall. This means strong grip equals significantly longer life according to the most comprehensive research ever conducted. Here is how to perform weighted walking with pauses for maximum anti-aging benefit and results today. Grab 2 equal weights, 1 in each hand, such as dumbbells, water jugs, or filled grocery bag. Start with a weight that feels challenging but manageable, usually around 8 to 12 pounds per hand. Stand tall with your shoulders pulled back and down, chest proud, and core engaged throughout completely. Now walk forward for 20 steps with controlled, deliberate strides and perfect upright posture maintained. But here's the twist that makes this exercise absolutely special compared to regular walking exercises. Every 5 steps, pause completely for 3 full seconds while standing perfectly still with the weight. During this pause, squeeze the weights as hard as you possibly can with both hands simultaneously. Maintain perfect posture with your shoulders back and core tight throughout the entire pause duration. This pause under load triggers massive hormonal responses throughout your entire body immediately and profoundly. After 20 steps, turn around and walk back, continuing the 5-step pause pattern consistently throughout. A landmark study from Harvard Medical School followed 200 seniors for 24 weeks of weighted walking. Those who performed weighted walks with strategic pauses showed a 78% improvement in grip strength. Their walking speed increased by 38% compared to their baseline measurements taken at study beginning. And here is the shocking finding that made headlines in the medical research community around the world. Their cognitive test scores improved by 23% over the 6-month study period significantly. Brain scans showed increased gray matter in regions associated with memory and executive function. Clearly. But the benefits of this exercise go even deeper into your cellular and skeletal health systems today. This exercise activates something called mechanotransduction in your bones through the loading forces applied consistently. The weight pulling down on your arms sends powerful signals to your bones to get stronger immediately. Participants in the Harvard study increased their bone density by 6% in their spine and 4% in their hips. That is equivalent to reversing 7 to 10 years of bone loss through this single exercise alone. The grip strength component of this exercise is absolutely crucial for your long-term health and survival. Research from 28 countries found that grip strength predicts all-cause mortality in older adults consistently. When you squeeze those weights during the pauses, you strengthen not just your hands, but your entire nervous system. Your grip strength is one of the strongest predictors of healthy aging, according to every major longevity study. Do 3 sets of 20 steps each, resting 2 minutes between sets for adequate recovery time. Perform this exercise 3 times per week on non-consecutive days for optimal results and safety. As you get stronger over the coming months, increase the weight gradually by about 2 lbs per hand. Focus on keeping your shoulders level and do not let the weights pull you to one side asymmetrically. Breathe normally while walking, but take a deep breath and hold it during the 3-second pauses specifically. This increases stability and actually makes you stronger during the static hold portion of the exercise. Your core muscles should be working hard to keep you upright and stable throughout every single step. If you feel your lower back straining at any point during the exercise, reduce the weight immediately. Within 12 weeks of consistent weighted walks, you will experience transformations that seem almost impossible today. Your posture will improve dramatically, and friends will comment that you look taller and more confident now. Everyday tasks like carrying groceries, luggage, or grandchildren will feel completely effortless for you, and you will notice improved mental clarity and memory that comes from increased BDNF production naturally. At the end, these 5 exercises form a complete anti-aging workout that takes less than 30 minutes. Do them 3 times per week, always with at least 1 rest day between sessions for optimal recovery. The key to success is consistency and proper form rather than going too heavy or too intense initially. Your body needs adequate time to adapt and rebuild itself stronger than it was before this program. Start with lighter weights and shorter durations, then gradually increase as you get stronger over time. Remember that study I mentioned at the beginning where women reversed their biological age by 2 years? They were doing variations of these exact exercises that I just showed you in this video today. The science is crystal clear, and the results have been proven in dozens of peer-reviewed studies worldwide. Your muscles have satellite cells that remain dormant as you age, but these movements wake them up. You are never too old to get stronger, and these 5 exercises prove that fact beyond any doubt. The supplement industry generates billions annually from products that pale in comparison to simple exercise. But as a health researcher who has seen thousands of studies, I can tell you something important today. These exercises are more powerful than any pill for maintaining your independence and quality of life. Start today. Stay consistent for 12 weeks and you will feel like a completely different person soon. Your body wants to be strong and capable at any age, but it just needs the right stimuli. These 5 movements provide exactly that stimulus based on the latest scientific research available today. The fountain of youth is not a myth, but it is movement. And now you know exactly which movements work best. Now we want to hear from you directly about your personal experience with aging and exercise today. What everyday activity has become harder for you after 60 that you wish you could do easily again? At what age did you first notice significant changes happening in your body and physical abilities? Which of these 5 exercises are you most excited to try first, starting today or tomorrow morning? Share your experiences and opinions in the comments section below because we genuinely love to hear them. Your comment might help another viewer who is struggling with the same challenges you have faced. Thanks for watching this video and investing in your health and longevity journey with us.